Good morning, wine friends. We are off to another wine adventure. If you're new here, my name is Desiree and I make videos all about my wine adventures. I'm a wine professional, a content creator, and I'm on my way to judge the Maryland Governor's Cup. I am super excited. This is my second or third year doing it. I judged a competition in Maryland before. I can't remember if it was the Governor's Cup. So, like I said, it's my second or third time judging this competition, and it is so fun just to be able to taste so many Maryland wines. There is a record number of attendees participating this year, so we're going to be tasting a lot of wines today. It's Sunday, September 8th. It's 9:17. The competition starts at 10. Only going to take me about 17 minutes to get there, so I should have plenty of time. They are serving breakfast, but because I am so running a little bit behind, I just stopped and got breakfast so I could just, go get set up and not have to stop and eat. But yeah, this should be super fun. It's always such a honor to get asked to do things like this. So yeah, it should be really fun. The way wine competitions work, you are set at a table in a group and you grade each of the wines on a set of criteria. And then once you give your personal grade, you and your group members will discuss the wine and try to come to a consensus on the rating for the wine. So it is like a personal exercise, but it's also a group thing where everybody has to kind of share what they think. And in my past experience, there have been some wines where people disagree greatly, but for the most part, I feel like talking about the wines and the different aspects in detail helps everybody to come to an, agreeable consensus on the wine. This is why I think wine education is having a formal wine education works for me, because I feel like I have the language to talk about wine, but it's also really important to have a diverse group of people judging the wines. You don't want, all wine professionals that have studied through the same organization, because then you kind of have that groupthink mentality. Everybody's kind of, saying and thinking the same thing about the wine. So it's really nice to have people that work in the wine industry, some people who are just, wine enthusiasts, who drink a lot of Maryland wine and have a lot of experience with Maryland wine, but may not necessarily work directly in wine. You also have people from around the country come. Last year we had a few people from different states come in to judge, which is cool because they are pretty neutral and just bringing a new perspective to the competition. So should be really fun. I'm on my way there. Like I said, I have 15 minutes and then I'll show you as much as I can today. It's going to be a long day. It's from 10 to 4:30, but yeah, I should be able to at least get some footage from the competition, but I don't expect this to be a super long and detailed video, but just want to show you a little bit of the behind the scenes of judging a wine competition. So thanks for tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe this video, and I'll see you throughout the day. I just made it to the Grand in Baltimore, making perfect timing. I had a little bit of trouble finding the garage. Not gonna lie, I hate looking for parking garages, and I'm just bad with directions in general, but they did a good job at telling us exactly where to go. So it's 9:42. I'm gonna go in and get set up. Once we arrived, we were off to the races. We started off with our first flight, which was a white wine flight. All of the wines come out grouped in flights based on their varietal or their style of wine. So the very first flight that we did was all still white wines. And Maryland grows a lot of different white grapes, vinifera grapes that are wines that you probably know, like Chardonnay, Albarino, Petit Manseng, but they also grow a lot of hybrid grapes. So we tasted wines made from Vignoles, Vidal Blanc, Chardonnay, Cayuga. It was really cool to just taste the variety of wines. And the way it works, you taste each wine and each one is graded on a set of criteria. So we do this separately first, giving our own personal rating, and then the group comes together to talk about it. So we shared all of our ratings and just came to a consensus. I think I mentioned this previously, but a lot of the times we are all pretty aligned on the wine, but then there are times where we get to really discuss and try to come to a consensus based on our discussion. I don't think a lot of people understand outside of the wine industry that wine professionals don't actually drink wine all day. We just give it a taste, swish it around on the palate, and then we spit it out. If we were to drink all of the wines that we tasted, we would not make it through the day. So we tasted all morning, and then it was time for lunch, which was really, really good. I was so hungry by this point, so I think anything would have been good, but it was actually
This is literally my favorite tea of all time. So happy.
I just spilled that very hot cup of tea that I just made all over my dress, and it got on my leg. Luckily, I'm not burnt, but it does sting quite a bit. Somebody gave me butter. How nice. Okay, I'm fine. That was a little scary though. I spilled that hot tea all over my leg, and it was like the shock of it. It was about to send me in a spiral, but everything's fine. And look how cute this venue is. We're about to get started tasting again, but wanted to kind of just walk around and see. So cute. We're at the Grand. It's an event space. It used to be a Masonic temple, I think. But yeah, a really, really cute space. After lunch, we got right back to it to finish tasting. We had a few more flights, and then we also did some special flights for fruit wines, and then to select the wines that were going to win some special awards. I mentioned some of the white grapes that are popular in Maryland, but some of the red wines that are popular are Barbera, Merlot, Cabernet Sauvignon, Cab Franc. So really great variety. I think Maryland is still trying to figure out what grows well here. I took a look behind the scenes after the competition was over, and just to thank the team did a great job putting this together. It is not an easy feat putting together a wine competition, and they did amazing. I'm wearing this super cute dress from Rent the Runway. Honestly, this dress saved me from my burn, and my Sambas loved it. So perfect for fall. Well, today was an incredible experience. I am all done and headed to the car. I'm gonna cross the street here. Thank you. I will tell you all about it when I get to the car. But overall, it was so much fun. And I said this earlier, but it really is an honor to be asked to do this. I mean, tasting these wines, people look at it as like fun and that we're just drinking all day, but we do take the job of judging these wines seriously, because this is people's livelihoods, you know. People put everything on the line to make really good wines for us to enjoy. It's not a cheap thing to do, so it's just really a privilege to be able to judge their wines and to have our opinions matter. So I'm excited that I could be a part of it. I don't know, that car has their door open. Very weird. But anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll talk to you when I get in the car. After a long day of tasting, of course I have to get something good. Honestly though, the lunch today was pretty good. They had chicken, salmon, potatoes, broccoli, and a Caesar salad. Very good. And the butter was also really good. The same butter that the guy brought me for my burn. That butter was actually really tasty. But anyway, I got Popeyes. I'm so excited to eat this. Before I eat it, though, I am going to just share my overall thoughts about the experience judging the Maryland Wine Competition, the Governor's Cup. It was so much fun. It was really great to taste so many Maryland wines in one sitting, and tasting wines blind, like not knowing the producer, tasting it in a very controlled setting so you're not at the winery, just requires you to just assess what's in your glass. You know, you can't think about who made it, the connection that you have, the environment that you're in. You literally just taste the wine and assess the wine that's in your glass. And overall, I was really impressed with a lot of the Maryland wines. There were definitely some wines that had some obvious flaws. Volatile acidity stood out to me in some of the wines, sulfur, but that was just a handful of the wines. Overall, most of the wines were really good, very well made wines. It was really nice to just talk to a group of wine professionals about each of the wines. There were two advanced sommeliers at my table. There's a guy who worked in the industry for many years and then the owner of a wine school in Baltimore. So we all got to chat, and in a lot of cases we were aligned on our rating for the wine, but then in some cases we had to kind of debate and come to a consensus on the rating that we were going to give the wine. But just a really great experience. Some of those wines were just really, really well done. I'm so proud of Maryland wine. Like I said, it's my third year doing this, I think, and I can definitely see the improvement year over year. So don't sleep on Maryland wine. Let's support the Maryland wine industry. Go visit wineries. Try to find them, locally, or, just we have to support the wine industry. If we want Maryland wine to get better, we have to drink it. We have to give feedback on it. And overall, just kind of support the industry as a whole. I think that's all I have to say. Really great experience. Mine is burning my leg today. That was pretty insane, but it is doing okay. My dress is completely dried. This dress definitely saved me, but I'm doing okay. And now I'm just going to sit here and eat this Popeyes and call it a day. I really don't think I have anything else I want to share. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to support Maryland Wine. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're interested in coming along on more of my wine journeys. And I'll see you all in the next video. Cheers. I feel like food at the end of a video is my thing. So good. I got spicy chicken. I love the spicy chicken. If you made it this far, tell me in the comments what your Popeyes order is.